want me to do what? William, I get this right. You want me to give a service for the people on the second floor who have Alzheimer's and dementia. Okay. I'm new at this. I just became an interfaith minister. And William is my mentor, and William has been doing the Tribeca Spiritual Center at the Hallmark Senior Center, which is down in Battery Park City, where we're standing in front of this upscale, and let me tell you, the residents will let you know how upscale it is. So, William said to me, will you help me with the service every other Sunday downstairs for the community? Sure. But this, working on the second floor, me a virgin with the interfaith ministry? William, did you ask them whether they want a service? No, he didn't ask them. Well, guess what? How do you know they want one? You don't know. He doesn't know. So, William, as long as we're here, standing in front of the Hallmark on this gorgeous day, why don't I go up to the second floor, hang out with them, and see what they want? Well, William thought that was pretty cool. And guess what? It was pretty cool. Pretty wise thing for me to do. Okay. But what have I gotten myself into? Working with Alzheimer's and dementia patients. I've never, ever done anything like this before in my life, yet alone being an interfaith minister. So William and I say goodbye. It's a gorgeous day. I actually want to stay outside. I don't want to go upstairs. But I go upstairs on the second floor and I walk towards the people. They're sitting in a circle. It's a small group of people, and it's mainly women. And most of them are really beautifully dressed. And there's one particular woman. She's very beautiful. She looks like she's about 80 years old. She has this beautiful white hair. So I go and I just sit down with them. It's a small group. And I introduce myself. I'm Sherry, and do you like to sing? Oh, wow. They lit up when I asked them if they like to sing. I said, you know what? I'm going to come back in a couple of weeks, and you and I will sing together. Will you like that? They really seem to like that. Usually, there's just no animation, no anything, but when I said music, I knew that I had struck a chord because they really got turned on and excited. So then I go, oh God, I'm getting myself deeper and deeper in this with something I've never done before. What do I do now? What do I do now? Okay. During 9/11, I got involved with these music therapists at Beth Israel Hospital because for people that had been traumatized by 9/11, they had these workshops. So I reached out to one of the therapists and I told her what I was trying to do. And she said, you know what, Sherry? She said, there's this woman, Mila, who works for the Jewish Home for the Aged on the Upper West Side on 106th Street. Why don't you call her and see if she can help you? So I did. I called Mila, and she was so happy to hear what I was trying to do. And she said, sure, Sherry, come up to our circle, but you have to be part of it. Oh, no problem. Love it. Oh my God. I mean, I'm doing these things that I've never done before, and of course I'll go. And so I go up to the following week, I go up to the hospital and I find the room that she's in and I open the door and I know which one Mila is because she's got the keyboard. And then I look around and again, it really is all women except for one guy. This guy is in a wheelchair and he's like this, does not make a sound, nothing. He looks like he's dead. So Mila's playing, the keyboard, and all these people, do they just come to life? Singing these songs, you could tell they're having an amazing time. And there's still this man over here that I keep watching. I can't not stop watching him. And then Mila starts playing a song, and the next thing I know, I hear humming. The man is humming. Oh, it was like a miracle that I was watching. This man, he knew exactly the tune. He was following with the music, and they ended together. I stayed in the circle for 2 hours. The 2 hours that I was in there, it was like a lifetime of learning within those 2 hours. Most people I saw gave up with this segment of the population. They just give up on them. And what I saw is music just helps them come alive. So I got really excited and I thought, wow, okay. So I go home and they're in the age range around 80 years old. So I start looking for some Frank Sinatra songs, I'll do it my way. And then I start going, let me do some folk songs, like I've been working on the railroad, You Are My Sunshine, really simple songs that all of us would know, nothing intimidating. So I run off all the sheet music in large print, and then William had said it was fine for me to get instruments like a recorder and maracas and what else? Anything that was simple, a whistle, bells, anything simple for them to use. So anyway, I go and I get all the instruments, and then 2 weeks later, before our main service at 10 o'clock downstairs, I meet with the residents on the second floor at 9 a.m. that Sunday. So I go in and they're sitting in the circle and I sit down with them and I start singing. I've been working on the railroad all the livelong day. And they're joining in. I've been working on the railroad just to pass the time away. And they're alive. They've come to just be alive. And they're so excited about using the instruments, the recorder, the maracas, the bells, whistles. They're just so involved in everything. Okay, not all roses. You know that one woman I told you about that I kind of was drawn to, that beautiful woman with the white hair? Well, let me tell you, she's got a mouth on her. One day she let it rip with every single swear word I think I know in my lifetime. And I'm going, oh my God, what do I do now? I didn't do anything. I was scared, I didn't do anything, and she stopped, thank God. Then, a couple of weeks later, it happened again, only this time, she took words I didn't even know. I mean, they were really kind of scary. and she was loud. So I just realized, oh my God, it's being with my kids. I gotta treat them like I treat my kids. So I just looked at her and I said, Harriet, you either stop and apologize to the group, or you have to leave and maybe rest and then come back. She wasn't having any. She stomped off. She slams the door, and we continue singing. A little shook up I was. And then 15 minutes later, she comes waltzing out, sits down, and she says she was sorry. So I just said to her, I really appreciate your apology, and so does everybody else. Let's continue. So I am doing this for 3 years, and I realize I'm getting burned out. I get a lot of support. William and I give each other a lot of support, but I'm not getting any support from the higher ups at the Hallmark. Nothing, nada, that's it. And I really, they could care less what I'm doing. So I say to William, you know what, William, the next time I meet with the group, I need to stop. I'm not as excited about it anymore like I used to be. So 2 weeks later, I see them, and I get off the elevator, and I go sit with them, and I just say to them, today is my last day with all of you, and I just love you all, and I'm really gonna miss you. I just have learned so much from all of you, and I thank you so much. And they were really receptive, and we said our goodbyes. And as I got up to go to the elevator, I got really sad, because I realized that 2 minutes later, they would never remember me. But I will always remember them. We actually, during the time that we met, we transformed each other's lives. And we had the most wonderful time with each other. And I will never, ever